Okay guys, so today this was the first time that I was a bit too greedy and ordered a bit too much. So this was the first time I've got actually charged by the customs with some smaller amount of money. And not the small amount of money that was the problem, it was the additional fee that the Hungarian Post added to it. They did their work, so I'm not ranting about the fee that I have to pay to Post, because that's not that much in it by itself. But it was because my own stupidity and greed, I had to pay an extra 4,300 forints for the customs and the National Tax Authority on my whole package, which means I had to pay the money for the games and for the shipping also. So I had to pay value-added tax on both things, which I think it's a little unfair, since I don't dictate the post charges. That was from the guy who posted me, actually. So yeah, so I think I'm a bit fogged this time. It's not happening that much. Okay, so here you can see maybe not, that I pay 3,831 forints, and that was the value-added tax, the VAT. So yeah, that wasn't too much. But additionally, if I buy games for 14,000 forints, then I pay an additional 7,300. Well, that's a bit too much together. So yeah, so this package was a bit more expensive than I expected, and I really hope nobody will park near me and won't see me just talking to myself. So yeah, so the first little package I have here is a kind of cartridge that I already had, but I sold the cartridge itself, so I had to buy another one. So this is it. I'm in the parking lot of Savoia Park in 11th district, because I live in 11th district, as you may know. At least not the English viewers, if there are any. I doubt there is. So yeah, so this, I have this one again. It's a really good collection. I'm thinking about taking this cartridge apart and just putting into my my Famiclone, the hardware Famiclone, so not just a laptop one. Okay, so I think I had to take apart the bigger package. So let's just see this. I need two hands for this, sorry guys. So I really hope it won't just fall off. They really pack these in, these Japanese people. And I've started to see in the retro group I am on Facebook that some guy just started to sell these without knowing what he sells. Like he went, put them on an auction, like a cartridge. Maybe it was a cartridge, and he said that, oh, you can have all these Dragon Ball games. Yes, the half of it was Dragon Ball, and the other half was Dragon Quest games, which are role-playing games, and not just role-playing games, like Japanese ones, so you cannot understand the word. Only if you speak Japanese, of course, or you can read it at least. So So yeah, okay, I had opened it up, and of course, since these are Japanese people, they pack this shit pretty well, and I had to take out these packaging pellets, and they will be all over my car, and my girlfriend will be angry because I have a lot of junk in my car. Yeah, I know I should take a better care of this, but whatever. Okay, so the first game, let me just put this here. Maybe I will take out these one by one. So they are packaged individually. Well, if the individual cart is needed to be packaged. Okay. Oh. So the first one is, I think it pronounced Wagian Land 2. It's a Namco game, or at least they published it. I don't know about the developer, maybe it was now production. Norby will correct me on these, I think, if he watches this. Okay, so the next two cartridges are I had to break the bubble wrap. Oh, seriously, why do you have to pack these so tightly? There is no way these could break. Like, never ever. These are Japanese made Famicom cartridges after all, not just cheap Chinese ones. Okay, so the next one is a shoot 'em up, as I like to collect them, these cheaper shoot 'em ups. So this is Tiger Heli. I think I have this as a bootleg, but yeah. And this is Paris-Dakar Rally Special. It's an adventure platformer, whatever kind of game. Yeah, and wow, it's a Peugeot on the front. I don't know which kind of Peugeot. Maybe it's a 205. I don't know, but it looks nice. Okay, so I have a bigger package. So these games costed me a lot. Oh, these fucking packing pellets just like to keep on the bubble wrap because because of static electricity. Okay, so they like to package things pretty well, and I like it. Okay, so next, bigger package. Okay, so let's take these one by one. So the next one is Shanghai. It's a, how should I say, a mahjong type of game, but it's an easier one that I think even Westerners could play like myself, so I bought this. Yes, it's a Sunsoft game. Apart from Batman, they made a lot of other stuff, and it has Activision's name on the other side. Maybe they had the publishing rights overseas, I don't know. Okay, the next one is Doraemon. It's yes, it says Hudson on it. I don't know who made it, but yeah, this game apparently is not very good, but I don't give a damn since I like to collect shitty games as well. I have many. Okay, the next one I have is Fexdor. Yes, this is also a nice how should I say, is it a platformer, a shoot 'em up, or both? Yeah, so this is a mixed bag. It's supposedly good, but I don't know. I have not yet played with it. This one is a stinker, I know. It's Bokosuka Wars, but it's really interesting because it's a really small game, but it takes a lot of time to master and to complete. Like, yeah, this game was made in 95 and started in 94, so it takes a lot of strategy to complete this. Actually, this counts, maybe it's a strategy game too. Okay, and on the Wagian Land card, on the picture it looked bigger, like those tall Jalico cards. Okay, so the next one is also a stinker. It's Hanano Star Kaido. Come on. Okay, so apparently the light in the car just turned off. Okay, let's see. Now it works. Okay, so this is kind of Hana no Star Kaido, and it's a platformer. It's a really really awful one. Yes, but it's Japan only, so I have to witness its awfulness in person, not through emulators, because these games are supposedly cheap. Like these are cheap. If you have a Famiclone or stuff like that, it's really easy. Okay, so the next one is Puss in the Boots Travel Around the World in 80 Days. Yeah, this is a light-hearted platformer game from Toei, but the game itself is not that good actually. I mean, it's playable and you can go through it like in 15 minutes, so apparently it's not that bad. It's just low quality. Yeah, like, you know, there is a difference in between really like bad games and just cheaply made games, but it works. Yeah, okay, so the next one is Bomber King. It's called, how does it called? Robo Warrior in the West, and it was published overseas by Jaleco maybe. Okay, so it has a really good cartridge art and a really funky looking, man. Like, there is no way you could have abs like that, and there is no grenade launcher in the game as far as I know. Okay, so this is also a really light cartridge. Hudson Soft games, Hudson published games tend to have glob tops in it, so it's not like normal EPROMs. You can't really change it or fix it. Okay, so the next one is also a glob top game. I can feel it, it's really light. So it's Mach Rider. This one has a little story if I had some storage left. So when I originally assembled this package, I bought a Jajamaru-kun game, but I forgot to look at to take a look at it, what kind of game that is. So it was an RPG. It has a translation, but you couldn't really fit into the cartridge because it was a bit larger than originally, and sadly the mapper that it uses, it doesn't support it. So I canceled that one, and I said, okay, just put in I will purchase Mach Rider instead. But I went a bit too far and ordered like 5 more games and getting fucked by the customs. So yeah, okay. I cannot pronounce this one. It's supposedly about a Japanese rock band, and it's a platformer, and it doesn't look that good. It kind of feels like a glob top game too. Nonetheless, these will outlast me, I'm sure. Okay, so next one. This is this is Yokai Club. It's a Jaleco published game, but it's actually developed by Toze. Yeah, like Norby likes Toze far too much. I don't know. I have some fun memories with some of their creations, like City Connection. It's a playable game, and also Exerion is also good. So okay, you can even have a gameplay picture on the back, so you can see what kind of game it is. It's like a Castlevania clone, but it's not that good as a Castlevania. Obviously, it has some better controls, but yeah. The next one I have on several multicarts. It's a really small game. It's Tower of Druaga. I really like these Namco cartridges because they have some picture of the game on it and some goofy art. And what's really strange about these cartridges is that they are numbered. Like, if you get a publisher's cartridge like Namco's, you can see it's 7. So apparently, what I think is that it's a 7th game that they released on a Famicom, and it should be that way because Space Invaders was the first Famicom game they released, and it has a number 1 on it, and it's a Namco game again. and it's Tower of Babel, or Babel, or in what in Hungarians produce it's Babel. So yeah, it's also a platformer adventure type of game, and it has some really nice McDonald's advertisements. So yeah, I really crave for a hamburger after this fuck up with the customs. So yeah, I even have a hamburger advertisement on the back, so McDonald's doesn't pay me jack shit for this. Okay, so these were the cartridges that I had from Japan and from China, and I wait for maybe 2 packages, maybe 2 packs or 3. One was trackball for my 16-1 Jammer board, and one is a PIC development kit, PIC, like the microcontroller development kit, and the other one are 2 PIC microcontrollers. So I should have microcontrollers for the dev board, because I have a dev board. Sorry, I have 2 microcontrollers extracted from some stuff I bought on the free market, but I think they doesn't work. They get a lot of heat, so I would be really surprised if they just work. But I will check them as soon as the development kit arrives. Then I will just check it. Okay, so that was it. Thank you for being with me during this almost 17 minutes video. So yeah, I had to go to Auchan, buy some yogurt for my girlfriend, and go home and be a family man, like Guy just says when he defeats you. Okay, so goodbye.